it going, everybody? My name is Xenius, and welcome back to another episode of Tibia. So, this is the short episode that I was talking about. It is not quite as short as I thought it was. I think it's still going to be around 8 minutes long. However, the majority of this episode, actually, I think pretty much all this episode is me fighting zombies in the western part of Aria. There is a cemetery over in this area. I think we might have come over here before. Oh, no. I think this is where we saw all the Skelegards and the zombies and things when we went up to that mountain. So, I am here now, and I have to kill 35 of these zombies in order to take care of the army that the Duke Sinner talked about. So, basically all this episode really is me showing you where the cemetery is, and kind of me fighting a little bit of the zombies. Now, I do have to say, these down here by the mansion, the haunted mansion that is to the northeast a little bit to me, if you kill the zombies in this area, it actually doesn't count. I made the mistake of going over to that area and killing the zombies. You kind of saw me. I killed 1 or 2 in that area, and I do up above this demon portal a little bit, but these actually do not count. Unless they're actually in the cemetery or around the cemetery, they don't actually count towards your 35. I made that mistake earlier on by killing this zombie and a couple of others, and it just didn't count. I ended up leaving because my monster stats page said that I had killed 35. And so I was like, oh, I'm done. I can leave. I can go. And then I found out that that's not entirely true. I have to enter this area first and then kill all of the zombies. So if you guys are playing through this later and are making your way through the story after I am, make sure that you hit the cemetery before you start killing zombies. Otherwise, it won't count towards your final number of zombies. So, yeah. Anyway, this episode, there is a little bit, I do go inside the tomb a little bit, and I'm thinking that there's something down there that has to do with another story. Currently, I have finished all that Ashmore has to offer. I just got done playing earlier today, and I was able to finish up all that Ashmore had to offer. I was able to, and you guys will see that in the next couple of episodes, all that I have just done. However, I think what I am going to experience later on, further in the depths of this crypt or tomb or whatever it is you want to call it, I think that has something to do with a side quest that is on Aria somewhere. I don't know all of the quests of Ashmore. I know that there's the Pyramus quest, and I think I've done that one before. I think I did that one way back in the day before Ashmore had all these demon portals and crap. I think. But I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to experience it together. Right now, I've continued on with the main story. I want to get as far along with Helmaraz as I possibly can, but at some point, I do want to do some of the more quote-unquote side quests where you help out people like Pyramus and some of the side characters that you meet along the way. I know that you've probably noticed that I'll be kind of just passing a lot of the side characters, just the people that you can talk to that are just kind of around town. I never do, because I don't want to pick up quests and then have my quest log be cluttered. I just want to be able to experience the main story and keep going forward with that before I start picking up side quests. So that's the reason I've been kind of ignoring the people that we've just been passing. I know I could pick it up and just save it for later, but I really don't want to do that. I would much rather go to TibiaME's website and just find the quest, see which one I like, see which one I want to do, and then put it in an episode instead of just finding them and then doing them. I'd much rather. I'm a choosy person. I'm a picky person. I have no problem saying that. So I would much rather do that than anything else. So over to the left here, you're not gonna see it just yet. But after this zombie, I go over to the left, and you'll be able to see something. I think it's called the Gatekeeper. One of those light lords are has like a boss symbol above it, which like basically just means that they have a health bar over them and that they do a little bit more damage and do a little bit have a little bit more health. Sometimes, a lot of the bosses actually sometimes have less health than some of your other opponents, so I don't really know how that works. But yeah, that was just a little glimpse of the Gatekeeper. Don't know what quest he's a part of. I don't know what I need to do to be able to battle him, or if he's just there. If he's just, you know, there in order for me to fight whenever I want, or what. I don't know what that's about, basically. And I want to look into it more. I probably, after recording this episode, I'll probably go onto the quests that are on the website and see if I can find anything referring to the Gatekeeper on Ashmore. Because that, now that I've seen him, I'm like super curious about him and just want to know. And it's probably just because it's a boss. Like, I want to know about all the bosses so eventually I can fight them by myself, you know? I genuinely don't know what it is about doing this game by myself. Like, I thoroughly enjoy having a pet and being able to help me take damage and deal damage, but it's just like, I love the thought of me being a wizard and being able to do everything by myself. I'm a very independent person, and I guess I just think like that. So that's the only reason I'm bringing that up. Anyway, we got all 35 zombies, and we're headed back to Sinur. And I think James, I hate James because he's always darting back and forth, and it's so frustrating and so hard to get past him, you know? Okay, the people of Ashmore are safe for the moment. Now it's time we devote ourselves to the sealing again. I just finished the transcription of the grimoires. Are you ready for the final step? Let's end this! Your determination is remarkable, Xenius. Today we will put an end to the undead plague. The cult has constructed 4 portals on Ashmore. The first one is in the swamps. The second is westward of my castle. The third east of Riverwood, and the last one can be found near the Great Cemetery. Take the reforged Holy Might and the sealing spell Grimoire from my room to the right. In order to close a portal, you will have to completely obey the sequence. I'll explain it to you. You have to stand straight in front of the portal, then put the Holy Might in your hand and recite the spell of the Grimoire. Be careful, by cleansing the dark powers will drain your vitality and damage your body, and you have to care about some very important aspects during the procedure. The spell has to be channelized for some seconds. You aren't allowed to move during this time. Every step you take will interrupt the spell. You'll have to restart the spell word by word, otherwise something terrible will happen. Did you understand this sealing procedure? I did! I know you won't disappoint me. Good luck. So, I go ahead and grab the Holy Might and the Grimoire, and then I head off to the portals. So this part of the quest is actually a lot more challenging than I anticipated. After, in the middle of doing it, I realized how dangerous this was, and if you aren't a high enough level, definitely do not do this quest. It is something that almost wrecked me. It honestly was very, he's very, very right when he says it will drain your vitality and your energy, and it really does. It damaged me a lot more than I originally expected it to. I thought it was just going to be like a little bit, but no, it's quite a lot. So just a warning before you guys head off into this. So there you go. There's my warning. If you die during this, don't blame me. I warned you, okay? Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm on World 15. If you still want to join me in the first part of this quest, or if you just want to go out hunting, I am also on World 14, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.